So this week in the garden, the main activity for Jack and Hugh was spreading the compost. So it is all looking very smart, but is just a little bit whiffy. But the plants will like it. The rose over the front door has really started to flower. Jack pruned it beautifully over the winter and it's got lots of fresh growth. It's got a very delicate scent, but just a stunning colour, just a hint of a blush. There are throughout the garden lots of alliums, so quite a bit of allium action. The ajuga under the roses is still there. Now playing with the delphinium, very exciting. Still a few things that need to grow rather. But up by the hunky punk, actually everything is starting to fill out. But that is mainly last year's planting. And I'm liking the combination of the cotinus and the berberis foliage. This iris is being very pretty. I think it's called Perry's Blue. And I've got a few of those coming through now. But just the combination of these various shady plants around the old stonework of the bench is a very happy combination. And there's a lovely view back into the garden from there. As you look down, I like to look through the branches of that cotoneaster, which we've sort of raised quite a bit. And as you look down towards the terrace, you've got a few things with some structure, but speaking of structure, there is the pergola. But we'll be planting those pots up this week, and hopefully some climbers will come for the wall. One brave flag iris, flying the flag, so to speak. Over on the terrace, the clematis on the obelisks is absolutely a mass of flower. And I love the smell of that. It's like vanilla biscuits. Kind of a lonely rose. In the red bed, the tulips are gone, but the helianthemums are looking great. And they just catch the sun. Just like have an overall shot of the gates, just giving that sense of coming into my secret garden, which is full of potential and fresh green growth. Not a huge amount of flower yet, but there's lots of things budding up and just about to spring into life. But I do have these helianthemum, which is a really vivid pink, and also this thalictrum, black stockings to its friends. The pinks are starting to flower. I've got a whole selection of different pinks, and I've got this really nice big giant clematis just by the studio door. Out by the drive, the big clump of roses is just starting to show some flower, which are very, very sweetly scented, really that classic old rose smell. Not a massive amount going on in the eudophory, but I have got a bit of the bigger thalictrum. The euphorbia is still hanging on. The blossom in the old hedgerow, the hawthorn, why am I forgetting that? And as you look through, the little rhododendrons, which I've just planted this year, really catch the light. That's just really vivid colours, and they're pretty joyous. The pond is looking very healthy. We've now got a regular system for topping it up, so it's looking a bit better. The water lilies have all come through. That yellow grass, which is a bowls gold, I think, is going very well. I've got lots of the wildflowers. You know, you may call cow parsley a weed, but a bit of ragged robin. And then the flag iris. The grasses are starting to come up. I think they'll be better next week. The blossom's mainly gone, but as you look back to the house, there's a nice sense of maturity coming with those trees now. And up at the house, you know, need to think how to clip the osmanthus. Want to kind of open that up even more. The cardoons are loving life. This bed's looking very good at the moment. The false Solomon seal at the back has a lovely scent, and the tiarellas just sort of sparkle in the front. And the various forms of the brunnera, the flowers are just very, very small and dainty. Nothing dainty about those foxgloves, though. But the grass on that new patch is really starting to look like grass. Just don't look too closely. And in this, through my birch grove, the trees are all in full leaf, and there's little spots of wildflowers. And I've been playing with macro photography to really appreciate the small flowers up front. You know, that's the individual flowers of the brunnera. It's just a geranium, but it's beautiful. And then you come back round to the front where again there's plenty more space for plants to grow, and it brings you back to the rose at the front door.